correct Wi-Fi password. What's up? What's going on, y'all? It's me, the one and only. Everybody else got to be a phony. Dills. Welcome to another edition of the No Negative Behavior Show. What's going on out there? How's everybody doing today? You know, yesterday was Easter Sunday. You know, I've seen a lot of people in church. I myself went to church. I went to church. You know, a lot of people had their Sunday best on. That's good. The resurrection. That's what's up. That's what's up. I know they was out there flipping tables Sunday night, though, right? Yeah. Sunday morning, we in church. Sunday night, flipping tables. Jesus. Yeah. But everything's good today. You know, I'm just chilling. You know, let me tell you something. Doing this show is not easy. It's not an easy thing, man. A lot of people think this is not hard work. But this is hard work, for real. Mondays come so quickly. Right after today, 6 days from today is another Monday. I'll have to be preparing for another show. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I have a couple of guests that's coming. My guest is running a little late, but they'll be in the building. You know what I'm saying? I got a model. Her name is Rari, Samari. She's coming to talk about, you know, her struggles and the things she went through. As a model, she came from Boston. I can still hear the music a little bit, Erica. Yeah. And then I also got, you know, returning guests. Go by the name of Shay. Shay's going to be in the building. Y'all remember Shay? She had a case with the Child Protective Service, as you recall. You know, and you know, we had a discussion with that, and we had a lot of feedback from that show. So, we'll Shay back on. She'll be here in a minute. Got it? Get the Wi-Fi set up. Yeah, and you know, if you wanna be a guest on the show, you could contact me at Dills on iCloud.com, or you can go to D Livingston 7073 at Gmail, and you can, you know, tell me why you're interested and why you should be on the show. We're gonna start having a music segment too. So if you into any of the arts, musics, you know, tones and deafs, give me a call, contact me, put you on the show. We got Rod the Boss coming on the show. You know, Pelham Parkway's finest. He's going to be here talking about his video and the upcoming projects that he got going on over there in Pelham Bay. You know, we got some people from SOS. I don't know if you heard about SOS. You got it? Here we go. Save Our Streets. Save Our Streets will be on the show too. Save Our Streets. SOS. You know, it's one of the newer organizations. They also, you know, you might have seen them in the Kings Stop Killing Kings March. They're out there doing the service for the people. We got, this is going to be a big show, too. A big show. We got Life After the Feds coming to the show next month. You know, they are all over the place. It's going to be B.I.G. They are all over the place. Everywhere. Everywhere. Life After the Feds is everywhere. Oh, okay. Somebody just arrived. But you know, they're gonna be coming on the show next month. I'm looking forward to that. Super dope. The ladies got high energy. They super dope. All over the place. Look forward to that docu-series. It's gonna be B.I.G. You know, come on in here. Come on in here, BB. Come on in here, BB. You gotta say something. My boy BBS just pulled up in the building. What's up, BB? Pull up real quick. What's going on with you, player?
Hell hello everybody. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, everybody's cool. Everybody's cool, man. Everybody's cool. You know, we just started the show. You know, you looking nice. You know, always
got my African. You know what I'm saying? Always gotta promote our brand, promote our culture.
For sure. You know,
Facts.
I got the Celebrate Life, and I see you got the BBS brand on. Facts. Let them get a look. Let them get a look at that. Let them see that.
Right there.
BBS collection. Yeah, that's right. 3D hats. That's dope. And what's your new location? Shout it out real quick.
New location is 30 East 1st Street in Mount Vernon, New York. Come get your custom apparel, your branding materials, printing, graphic design, web design, anything you need. We're here to help you. Oh, and Trap Solutions. Make sure y'all go to trapsolutions.net. It's time to start empowering yourselves with ownership. Ownership is the key. Own your own business.
Empowerment movement. Everything is empowerment. I like that vibe. We gotta keep that vibe alive too. Empowerment movement. Keep it alive. Keep that vibe alive. You brought somebody with you today, huh?
Yes, I did.
Where's she at? Tell her to come over there.
She's in the.
She's getting ready.
Ready real quick.
She's getting Rari. Samari is in the
I met her at one of the fashion shows that I happened to be involved in, and she did a very good job.
Right.
So she's definitely.
Have a seat. You can pull that microphone a little closer to you.
All right, people.
You gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right.
Thanks for having me on the show.
For sure.
Make sure y'all go to trapsolutions.net.
Trapsolutions.net. All right, baby. It's always good to have you, man. Take it easy, man. Be easy, breezy. You got a long way to slide. You know? It's Rari Samari's in the building.
Hi.
Am I pronouncing your name right? Rari Samari?
It's Samari.
Samari Rari?
People call me Rari.
Rari, it's Samari, but people call you Rari.
Yes.
Okay, you got that, y'all? Her name is Rari, but people call her Samari.
Yeah,
I said that
right.
wrong. What's going on with you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me here today.
For sure. You're welcome. It's been a long journey with Miss Rari Samari. I'm gonna tell you, man. She made it here. She made it. She's a trooper.
I sure did.
For sure. You're a trooper. You troop all the way from the Bronx, right?
Yep. I wasn't gonna miss it.
You better not.
No, for sure. Thank you for having me once again.
For sure. So tell us something about yourself, Rari.
So, for those who don't know, I'm new to New York. And I moved here from Boston.
Okay.
I've been in the city for...
Boston? What part of Boston?
Okay. I say Boston because...
You're in Springfield, Mass?
For someone who knows Massachusetts, I should say the location. But, I was raised as a child in the city, but grew up in different areas. So I always bounced around. So I just say Boston to keep it short.
Okay.
I just moved here a few months ago, and the city has been good to me.
Oh, you like it? You like the city?
It's a lot of fun.
Some people wouldn't say that, but you know, some people come here and they can make it here, you know. And like Frank Sinatra said, "If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, Rari Samari." To make it here in New York. You did.
I am here to make it, you know what I mean?
For sure.
I came here with a vision, a plan, and some goals that I have to accomplish, and I am here trying to make it happen and striving for the best.
That's dope. So you kind of like, before you got here, you saw your ending. You knew what you wanted to do.
Yes. I saw my beginning, I would like to say.
The beginning.
Yeah, the beginning of life and just completely living.
Okay. All right. Hey, whenever you're ready, you could step right on in. That's Miss Shay. Miss Shay just came in the building. How you doing, Shay? Pop in. Long journey. Yeah, of course. CPT. You know, you can pull your mic up. This is the lovely Miss Rari Samari over here, Shay to my right.
Hi,
and that's Shay.
Hi.
Yeah. So you said that you saw. We're talking about her trip from Boston to New York, because she had a trip that she made. You know, she just stepped out and decided to celebrate life in her own way, and she headed towards New York from Boston.
Yeah.
And you said that you saw the beginning.
Yeah. So
tell me about that.
Pretty much, I was just on a journey of letting people determine my life and what I should do. And I wanted to be in New York for a while, and I was just trying to figure out how I was going to really make that move. Was I going to work? Where was I going to live? What borough I wanted to live in?
Right.
And one day I was working for the state, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, it's not.
You just said that's it.
Yeah, I was like, it's it. I quit my job and I packed my bags. I found roommates, and the
They
rest
still
is
do that.
history.
They still find roommates. That's still happening.
Yeah, that happens. I don't recommend finding roommates because there's some crazy ass people out there.
Oh, for sure. I bet.
But yeah, I feel like once you stop letting society determine how you should live and stop living by how everybody else lives their life, you just find peace and happiness.
That's a dope concept.
Yeah.
It feels like a lot was lifted off your shoulders, right?
Mm-hmm.
You feel free, liberated, right?
Yes.
For sure. Is that your phone?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's mine.
all right. It's her phone. We're gonna talk about that.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
her joint.
So sorry.
Right. So, all right. So when you got here,
Yes.
I understand you wanted to be, and you are. Let's talk about it. You get really. I see you pull back. You get like, you don't.
No,
You're not-
no.
You didn't own that yet.
I'm owning it.
You owning it?
So
I seen your page.
I've always wanted to model. I've been modeling since 14.
Mm-hmm.
Was signed with a few agencies throughout my life. Well, 2.
Okay.
And so yeah, my goal here is to definitely become a model. But how I'm trying to get into that industry is working in finance.
Finance. No,
Which is very strange.
Yeah, that's segue there. That transition from finance to modeling. I don't think anyone has ever done that before.
Well, I might be the first.
You may be the first. So, but like I was saying, I saw your page, right?
What you think?
I thought your page was dope.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, okay, all right, Rari Samari. Yeah, you standing in front of the Ferrari.
That's next.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely next. Owning one of those soon.
Right. You had some nice pictures. I wish I could have pulled some up, but check it out. Shout out your Instagram so people, would know your Instagram.
Of course, please follow me, and I do follow back. It's Rari, RARI _ Samari, SAMARI, and yeah, follow your girl.
Everybody says that. Follow me, and I will follow back, and then they'll follow back, and then unfollow you the next day. That's how the game goes. Right? What's up, Shay?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm all right. Long time no see.
Absolutely.
It's camouflage. Got the camouflage on. That's what's up.
It's raining. It's
Camouflage.
one of those days.
Yeah. You feel fatiguish.
Yeah, fatiguish.
Okay.
All the time. I love the fatigue print anyway.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I do too. I'm really digging the fatigue print. In fact, I got my little Celebrate Life brand. And I'm going to be doing a lot of fatigue this summer.
Dope.
And I'm going to do a lot of fatigue. And I'm going to get Rari Samari, who's on her phone in front of a whole bunch of people.
I'm tuning in right now. I'm on Instagram telling people to listen.
Hey,
Come.
That's
but I'm
right.
listening. I'm listening.
Yeah. I'm going to try to get you in a couple of pieces.
Okay.
So we can put that on your page. And
let me design them.
Oh, you want to design
Let
something?
me put it together.
Oh,
Yes.
Are you a designer?
I'm not. I want to be. I've always wanted to be. I love fashion.
Okay.
Fashion is something that I'm into.
So you are a designer.
I'm
designs.
a designer in my heart. Yes.
You just you put your own clothes together, right?
I put my own clothes together all the time, and I don't try to do what everybody does.
And you accessorize, right?
Accessorize. I'm big on all of that. I think that you're supposed to put your outfit together from your hair. Your hair is where your outfit starts.
Do you agree?
I do agree. I think, especially when you're like trying to look good, everything you need to be looking good from head to toe.
Okay.
Like all of it matters.
I have a question for you, just out of curiosity. It's a lot of young girls that are that want to be models, and some of them always have, like, the world can be cruel. So a lot of little girls that feel like, oh, I'm not pretty enough, and I'm not thin enough, or I don't have enough of this or enough of that. And I was just actually looking at my Instagram and I had saw something from the little young lady that Yandy Smith adopted, Infinity, and she had made a post stating that you need to get up every day after you thank God and tell yourself that you are enough. You know what I'm saying? And it spoke volumes. If when you get a chance, check her Instagram, and that's you. If you listen to that little skit she has, it's beautiful. And she's a young girl, and like I said, the world can be cruel, kids can be cruel. So I know when I was little, I wanted to be a model. I wanted to model. But as I got older, I was like, I don't want to model because I like my curves and I feel like they make you lose weight, and I don't want to lose weight.
Yeah.
But can I tell you one thing?
Good.
Guys ain't really thinking about that. They too busy trying to hide the fact that they taking a Viagra or something to worry about any of that. they for real, the guys are just, that's just how guys are.
We know that the men want us curvy. Like, it's not even about that. But I do understand what you're saying, how, like,
they start out wanting you curvy. They start out like that.
Yeah. My advice is, like, don't listen to that negative voice. And there's going to be that, like, all around. I mean, my family didn't even support me when I was growing up and being like, I can see myself as a model. And I started going to, like, classes. And I just stopped listening to all of that and just really started believing in myself. And that's when all my confidence and courage really came. And
right.
I think that, and even though I do aspire to be a model, like, my goal is I'm not going to ever lose weight. And if I'm going to be a model, they're going to accept me for how I am and not want me to shed weight. You know what I mean?
You was in the fashion show in Queens, right?
I was.
All right. That's what I remember. I got footage of that. I was there too.
Okay, you came to support.
Yeah,
thanks, brother.
I had some pieces in there too. I had some pieces in that show. Yeah,
did you?
I did. I was there with BB. I'm surprised I didn't see what. Yeah, that's dope though. Following your dreams, dream chasing. That's official because I wouldn't be here if I wasn't a dream chaser. I wouldn't be anywhere what I'm doing today if I wasn't a dream chaser because people will stop you from chasing your dreams. They'll say that's stupid or why are you doing that? They'll discourage you real quick. And if you listen to them, if you let that get in your head, you won't do anything and you'll go through life with regrets. I'm pretty sure you will. Everybody, knows that for a fact.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You just gotta like learn to accept yourself for who you are. And if
chase your dreams.
Absolutely. And if we all look the same, that's boring.
Yeah.
Right. So aside from modeling, you said you wanted to
do a lot of things.
All right, but one of the things that you're doing, that you want to do, that you're doing right now.
One of the things that I'm doing right now is getting into investing in, like, I'm actually about to become like a financial planner.
Okay, that's dope. Drop a bomb on that financial planner. That's what I was trying to get out. I was trying to bring that out, trying to pull that out of you. People want to know. Like, they want to know. You talking to the people that want to know you, and they would like to know, like, what does it take to be a financial planner? You
gotta get some licenses. So I been trying to get in at JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley and been wanting to work there for a while, and then I just found like a black financial firm, and they're basically sponsoring me to get all my licenses to start selling financial products, which is good because I'm like, I want to work for a black company.
All you women empowerment movements, check out Rari Samari, invite her to your conferences. Wave at the people, Rari. Shout out your Instagram for them.
Rari_Samari.
Yeah, she's 24 years old. 24, and she's courageous. She came from Boston to New York, following her dreams, and now she's here on my show right before she blow up, because she's going to blow up. And I'm going to have the first interview. I'm going to be like, yeah, remember you was on my show, Rari Samari? You was all late, and we was beefing back and forth on the phone. Yeah, so we're gonna. I'm glad you came though. That's super dope, and it's encouraging. People need to know. It's encouraging. People need to know that they should chase their dreams.
Of course.
Right.
Very
Don't get
important.
stagnated. Don't get stuck circling the drain. With these BOZOs out here that's gonna try to stop you from doing what you need to do, what you want to do, Don't let that happen. You'll waste your life.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Totally agree.
Right, Shay?
Yes.
Shay is back in the building. What's going on, Shay?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
Nothing much. Same stuff every day.
Yeah.
Just wake up, thank God for another day.
Right.
And always stay grounded and humble, and that's what I'm working on. I mean, I'm, like I said, I love the fact that she's 24 years old and she wants to, she took a risk. She left some place that she was familiar with and came here to do what she wanted to do. And that's dope.
Is that the story, or did you come out here chasing some guy? Is that the real story?
No,
because I've seen people that I've seen girls that travel
that's what
from
you do.
different states chasing some guys.
Oh no, I actually was dating a guy, and we broke up because I was like, I see myself in New York, and he was like, I'm not going there, and I was like, I'm out.
Word?
Right. That's the way you're supposed to
But
be.
yeah, no, chasing dreams, not chasing feelings. Like, those will come when it's time. And
absolutely.
that's what I believe in. But what about you guys? What is like your aspirations and your goals and things you believe in? And
no, she's interviewing she's interviewing us now.
I'm switching the flip.
Go right. We're going to pivot. So let's pivot and go ahead. She's talking to you, Shay.
What I want to do, well, I have a few things that I want to do. I have a long list of things that I want to do. But for one, what I really want to do is, if I were to ever make it in whatever God has planned for me, I would love to build housing for homeless people, homeless mothers, children. I would like to put something together for children who come from parents who were addicted to drugs and children who didn't have, the greatest upbringing, because a lot of them.
So you want to make like a youth home / shelter?
Something to that effect, but I really I want, like, because from what I noticed when it comes to shelters and stuff, they put you in the worst areas possible. They put you in the slummiest places. And people don't understand, they're still human beings, but they're human beings that came across hard times. They deserve to live
I work in
nice as well.
I ain't going to say the name, but I work in a shelter in Yonkers. I work in a homeless shelter. And I could say the one that I work at is probably in the worst possible place that it could be, in the middle, right in the middle of the hood, right in the center of the hood. And I gotta go there, I gotta go to work, and it could be uncomfortable. I remember when I first started there, I used to take the bus home, because I didn't have a car, so I had to take the bus home at 11:30 at night, and you be in the middle of that, in the hood, 11:30 at night. I'd be like, damn, it used to feel a little uncomfortable, but the same people that was in the hood was the same people that was at the shelter. It's funny.
That's
it's
so
like they
messed up.
created that hood.
Yeah.
It's true, but it's, some people have to go through that to get what they want, but I don't feel like you should have to live under the worst living conditions for that. Like, New York has a lot of money, and the way our homeless is set up and the way there's not enough shelters, or the shelters you get are ran down, they're not upkept. Like, I always just try to put myself in other people's shoes. Like, what I want for my kids to live in the conditions like this, but I want to live like this, So that's one of the things I want to do, but also I want to do a clothing line that is for.
What's the name of it?
I don't want nobody to steal my name.
Oh, you don't want to let that out, right?
But it is what it is. If somebody takes it,
Did you see the show when Tanel was on the show? Tanel Davis?
No.
Yeah, she actually started a clothing line. And when I say a clothing line, I mean, like, she has her shirts, has her buttons on it. She actually buys the material. She gets the patterns, and she gets everything made. And the boots, the bags, you see the zippers, every detail, she had put there. So that's when I say like she started her own clothing line. And you know, I actually took a trip down there to the city with her to see how she does it and where she does her thing at. And you know, it's work. Anything you want is work. It's really, you got to put the work in for real. It's work.
I wanna my sweat. I want it to be a sweatsuit line for women and little girls called Be Pretty Sweats.
Be Pretty? Okay, she let it out the bag. Anyway, she let it out the bag. Be pretty sweats.
Dope.
Be Pretty Sweats.
So while you're in sweatsuits, whatever, you're still looking good, looking pretty.
Be pretty.
I feel the cutest in sweatsuits.
That's what Drake said.
Most comfortable, right?
It is.
Sweatsuits. And you know, guys like that too. I mean, let me just speak for myself. I'll just speak for myself. I like that type of stuff, the sweatpants. It's just, you know, it's just casual. You know, you don't have to look pretty to be pretty.
No, and
you get that?
Every woman wants to be pretty.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and comfortable.
And comfortable? What does that mean?
What?
She said, and comfortable. Like, what does that mean?
Just like not having to, I want to look good, but not wearing like clothes that are uncomfortable, that are tight.
That you button at the crotch, they be so tight like that.
Right, because sometimes when you're curvy, those things they're very uncomfortable. Like, not for anything, I have my fiance, he doesn't like certain clothing. He doesn't like leggings.
Wow.
Because he says it's too revealing. And I always say to him, I don't wear leggings or sweatpants. He even like says things, but he can't. He's like, I can't go as far as asking you not to wear sweatpants, but leggings, yeah. He's like, I tell him it's not for me to show off my curves. It's comfortable when you're curvy and you wear jeans, and sometimes, you know, all women wear tight jeans. When they're too tight, they be pressing up against your stomach, and you gotta unbutton them in public.
No, literally, after you eat.
Yeah, the sweatpants, they just go with everything.
Oh, man, I wish I had this clip. I wish I would have gave you this clip, Erica, of this girl. She had on some type of spandex belt that she puts around her stomach, and she tightens it. But when she took it off, so much dropped. It's like a Volkswagen came out of there. It dropped all the way to her knees. I couldn't believe that all of that was tucked underneath. See, the women will trick you with that. They'll trick you. Guys don't do stuff like that. You ever seen a guy with a belt on trying to hide his fat?
Yeah.
You there? Really?
Yes, men wear waist trainers.
Unbelievable.
Right? You've seen it. Men wear waist trainers because it makes you look
waist trainer, right?
Yes, it makes you look all brolic up top, and it pushes everything up.
I look like I got on a waist trainer.
You do.
But men be wearing wigs and weaves and stuff.
Yes.
So can we talk about that?
Yes, right.
I never seen a guy with a weave.
They make the fake hairlines. Yeah.
I seen the fake beard. I think it was a fake beard or something
all
like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not just women.
Where do you get that at? If anybody was interested in buying one.
What, a waist trainer?
No, a fake beard.
You don't buy. It's basically, you could order, I think, hair, or they have like these little fibers that they put like they would put the glue down for the weave. Yeah. They put it on your face, and then they put the fibers on, and it makes you look like you got a full, or they spray paint it. I don't know, but that's crazy to me. If you just don't got no facial hairs, just let it go.
Right.
Just like the men with the hair that's going bald. Just shave it all off and rock a cute baldy.
You think so?
I think it's like do whatever you want, because I mean, I change up my hairstyle all the time because I do whatever I want. So if a man wants to go, I might not date him, but if he wants to go put on some braids and spray paint his beard, his face black to make a beard, like,
it's obvious that it was spray painted, because, you know, I could see the dye on their face. You know, if you look closely, you can see the dye marks.
But, I bet when it's like sunny out, their face just be dripping off like ink.
Imagine when they having sex. You having sex with them and he's sweating.
And, oh my God!
And
it's all over your sheets and your pillowcases.
Sad.
No,
Unbelievable.
He's not getting a call back.
Unbelievable.
Right. I wouldn't date him, but another girl might.
Yeah. So Rari, you know I got these sensors, right? So like these feelers, and I ain't always right, but people that know me know that I got these feelers, like these sensors, right? And with you, I sense like a toughness. I sense a real toughness, like you're not no pushover.
Oh, definitely not.
And I can sense that you're a fighter, and you're rebellious too, so to speak.
Wow.
Am I right?
You are.
She admitted it. I'm right. See, I'm right. I'm right. I'm
You
right, because
are.
I really do have senses. Nobody believes me, but I got senses.
No, God blesses us with certain things. So you might be right.
Right. So tell us. Pull
Tell
the
us the
mic.
hood
Pull
days.
the mic a little closer to you.
Do I tell
Riley.
you about the hood? No,
Yeah.
sir.
Tell us. Just give us some insight.
Um,
Like give us inside the shell now. We heard the outside. Now give us inside.
Okay. I feel like growing up, I always had to be tough. I always just felt the need that I had to defend myself, and
You have siblings?
I do.
You're the middle child?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest, okay.
So I watched everyone do things, and I'm like,
Brothers or what? Brothers?
a brother and a sister.
Okay. Who's the oldest? Just curious.
My brother,
All right.
and he's 13 years older than me, so
Yeah, that's different. That's a big gap.
big gap. But I'm also very sensitive. Like, I'll admit, I'm very sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm emotional.
What's your sign?
Right.
I'm a Sagittarius. What does that mean? Whoa.
No.
Yeah.
No, not all.
I'm a
Not all.
Capricorn. So.
I'm a Virgo.
Okay.
And Jay's a Sag. So you're
Jay who?
Jay-Z.
See, he's a Sagittarius,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
That
What's
was
that?
my husband at some point in time that nobody knows about.
Jay-Z?
I'm a huge
Your
Jay-
man crush?
man crush my whole life. I think since I was like
Was Jay-Z
11.
Jay-Z with the Caesar or Jay-Z with the dreads?
Jay-Z with whatever he wants to have. I love Jay. I just love Jay because he's just so simple. He's simple. He got a lot of money, but he's simple. He doesn't flash his money. He puts his money where it needs to go, and he does what he needs to do. with
He
it.
ain't that simple though. 'Cause
He is simple.
he might be. Well, I seen a couple of these guys close up, face to face. Especially like you see like Ice Cube. He look like he's simple, but I seen Ice Cube. He had on all black, but the emblems of Gucci was like this big because I was examining him on his pants, on his sneakers.
No,
It's all
of
about the detail, though.
course. Right.
You can be
It's of-
simple, but
But you
still
mean
like
not flashy.
details.
He's
and-
not. Yeah, he's
Flashy.
not in the rap videos pouring out bottles and shit. He never was doing that.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't throwing money in the air. Like, he talked about money, but
Yeah.
he wasn't
Money
doing
ain't a
all
thing.
of that. Yeah, like, but Jay
Saxophone
was just
rings,
very simple.
Top down, singing that
simple.
money,
Yeah.
anything.
I like Jay-Z because I feel like he has a message behind him. Like, it's not just about rap, hip hop. Like, he speaks a message, and he speaks volumes.
Listen, no one likes Jay-Z more than me. I love Jay-Z.
You're lying.
I love
You're
Jay-Z.
lying.
I'm Jay-Z fan. Everything Jay-Z. I
Everything
love Jay-Z.
Jay.
Everything Jay.
Nah,
Everything.
my brother might have you beat.
Yeah, December 4th. Jay-Z.
December 4th, yes.
That's right. That's my boy. That's my boy. I love Jay-Z. I can't say anything bad about Jay-Z.
And him and Beyonce's, they got number 4s on their hands because
444.
she was born
on September 4th.
and they got married. I don't know exactly what date, but it was on the 4th.
4th of July.
And then his birthday's December 4th.
4th.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's dope.
That is so cute.
All right. So back to you and your inner shell. You was about to tell us a story.
Nothing really in particular. I mean, growing up,
You used to fight
I did
a lot.
Yeah, I
You
have
was in a
like
gang?
scratch marks on my hands
You
and
was
stuff.
in a gang up there.
It's not pretty anymore,
No.
you know.
Were you a bully, or were you fighting
she's
to
not a
not
bully.
be bullied?
She's not a bully.
Both.
Really?
So yeah, when I was younger, my friends remind me of this. They're like, "Do you know that you were like a bully?" And I'm like, "Me, innocent me." But I feel like it was a defense mechanism. Like, I felt like I had to either push people around or get pushed around. And my sister, me and her are very close, and she was
Erica, could you pull up some of her pictures? Rari _Samari.
doing the most.
Go ahead.
My sister was the one who was
Instagram.
always very soft, and I was kind of like, I'm not a talker. Like, I've never been. I don't like arguing. And now that I live in New York, I have to realize that. And now that I'm 24 too, I'm like, I can go to jail. Like, I can't just lay my hands on people anymore. Like, the other night I was in One Oak. I'll bring up the story.
Were you in the gang?
I was in One Oak, and my friend invited me to their section. And some hater female.
What is One Oak?
That's Jay-Z's nightclub.
Oh, yeah.
Drop the bomb on that.
Yeah, drop the bomb on that. Because
I don't
I've
party.
never heard of One Oak. Oh, snap, she got me with that. All right.
I don't party.
You suck.
Okay. All right, so go ahead.
So, yeah, I want to talk about this for a little bit. So, yeah, a friend invited me to a section. Me and my girls pull up. We're very calm and polite. We're not even already looking for drinks. We're just chilling. Some girl is dating an NBA player who rented out the section or whatever. And she was like, y'all got to get up. And we're like, what? We just got invited here. And she's like, y'all got to get up. Had security come, like, escort us out of the section. And I was about to bring it to her. Because I ain't never seen nothing like that. So I was like, all right.
Well, did she pay for that section?
No, her boyfriend did.
Oh.
So my thing is,
Were
like,
you like dancing on the sofas and all of that?
no, I came there, I took my jacket off, I was just very calm and collect, was about to shake people's hands, get acquainted, and then next thing you know, I'm getting kicked out of the section.
Did you have something that buttons in the crotch section?
I looked good.
That's what it was.
That's what happened.
There you go. So we figured
It's
it out.
always that.
Simple as
It's
that.
always that.
Why
Figured it
are
out.
people like this? Like,
Ridiculous.
I feel like there's so much hate in our world, and no one really like exerts love. And
Women. The women are like
Disgusting.
that. The women
Yeah,
are mad
absolutely
catty.
right.
Women are catty. They'll say something real quick. They'll say something slick to you real quick. To
Yeah.
each other, rather. To each
Yeah.
other.
We
But
don't
they don't-
support each other enough. I feel
We don't, and it's ridiculous because I always say, because I've had a lot of those issues coming up. Like, I would have friends, and I would always be like, how y'all always doing things, but I never get invited. And I'd be like, I couldn't get invited, and then as I got older and matured, I'm like, oh, because I would always have friends be like, I don't want to invite you because every time we go out, dudes always try to talk to you and they don't pay me no
We don't
mind.
like Shay friends.
And I'd be like, they not my friends. I
Shay
don't talk
friends,
to them no more.
they call the people on you too. They call the DCS.
I
No.
done been through it all with women, but I just learned
CPS.
that you got to keep people that have the same energy as you in your life.
Yeah.
Because everybody don't like you.
Energy is
Yeah.
important.
Energy is very important. And my first instinct was to like I said, bring it to her. Like, I literally went up to her and was like, girl, what's up?
She
And my
was black?
sister, she was black. And my sister was the one who like pulled me back and was like, don't stoop down to people's energy. Like, keep that positivity going. And that's one thing that I'm learning and trying to do more is just remain positive, even when people try to bring you down.
You carry a knife?
No.
Okay.
I got my fist. I don't need no knife.
Yeah, she looks like she
know
uses
that.
her fist. She
Right.
looks like
She
it too.
said, I got my fist.
She
I
looks
don't need
tough.
no knife.
She looks tough. You gotta see her in person. She's not a pushover. I can tell. Rari Samari. Did you get any of her pictures up? Yeah, you know why? Because like she looks tough right here, but check out her flicks.
Thank you.
No, wait. That's it? You got one picture? That's it?
I put some of them
Okay. All right, go ahead. Show
Yeah,
her
she
flicks.
shouted me out. Thank you.
Rari Samari.
You know who you look like?
Oh gosh.
Gabrielle Union.
Who do people say you look like? Who do you get the most?
Janet Jackson.
I get two people. I'm gonna be honest. And the first one is Michelle Obama.
Michelle
So
Obama.
strange. But people tell me I look like Michelle Obama or Gabrielle Union.
You know who,
Gabrielle Union is it.
you know who I think you look like?
We gotta call her. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Call
okay.
her. Hey, state your name, your claim.
Hey, my name is Nicole.
Yes.
I just want to say congratulations to Rari. Samari, your pictures look really nice.
There she
and
go
very
again.
well spoken. And I wish you a whole bunch of success. and
Rari
luck.
Samari in the building. That's super dope.
That was so sweet.
That's official.
You're welcome.
That's official.
And also, I wanted to, I was listening the other week when Shay was on. I'm glad you brought her back because I did have some more questions for Shay. Shay, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Shay's in
I'm
the building.
doing pretty good. I can't complain.
That's good.
I'm just, how's everything going with you and the kids, that situation?
It's good. It's good. I can't complain because, like I said, a few years ago, it wasn't like this. So every extra inch that I'm given, I'm thankful for. So it's good. I'm just going through, the process.
Yeah, Shay had a little situation
and
there
handling everything.
with CPS, and it was unfortunate, and she went through some things I had on the show before.
Okay.
So that's what the caller was commenting about.
Thank you for inquiring. I appreciate that. I'm glad you listened, and I appreciate you calling in and asking me about it. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Definitely, it's about the kids, and the kids are most important. I think one of the other questions that I had, it was regarding, your arrest and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, like, the last time that I called, I asked you about, if you had an open case at the time, because it's just, I'm baffled that they would just arrest you on the spot because, in my experience, and I won't say what capacity I have with CPS, but with my experience, a full investigation needs to be done unless there is legitimate claims of the same sort of thing prior to that.
So you had run-ins with the CPS as well?
I'm not going to say what capacity.
Okay.
But I have a lot of knowledge about CPS and how it works.
Right.
But what I can say is that, just listening to what Shay was saying, that, she did have an open case and that it was because her kids were bad. That typically it doesn't happen. So, I mean, I'm not saying, she's not telling the truth, but I'm just saying that, typically CPS does not get involved unless there's neglect, abuse, sexual abuse. They don't get involved with kids who are bad at school.
Question: are you from Yonkers?
Oh, my Wi-Fi.
I'm from Westchester.
Okay.
Yonkers is a little different.
I believe so. I don't, to be completely honest, like, not even if I did something wrong, I'm adult enough to accept it, but I could promise you my kids were giving me issues in the school called CPS, and that's why I had an open CPS case.
Right.
Right. The schools definitely mandated reporters, so they're supposed to report, but they typically are supposed to report if there's signs of neglect, abuse, sexual abuse, things of that nature.
I wish I
They
had
really
a CPS worker.
They don't have to. That's what they're supposed to do. But in my case, I had an open CPS case because, like I said, my son and my daughter were acting out in school. The case was actually an open case due to my son. My son was acting out.
How old is your son, Shay?
My son is 7.
He's 7 years old.
And he, at the time when it happened, he was 5. And my son was acting out, and they didn't know what to do with him. And, nothing was working for him. So I had an open CPS case due to that. I've been a mom since I was 17. And my oldest daughter is going to be 17 years old. If you looked at my kids and you see my kids, you would know ain't nothing. I don't have step when it comes to them. Never did. Never did. I always been a great mom. Like I said, when the situation happened with me, I had several, school teachers, different staff, principals, vice principals of schools, all of that. I had several people write letters like, this isn't the mother that I know. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is hard to believe.
So you didn't get your kids back yet? Not yet?
I have my mother has guardianship over my children, but I'm very much so in their lives. My kids see me every day.
Okay.
I take
That's important.
I take my kids to appointments. You understand what I'm saying? Like everything that nothing has really changed other than the fact that when there needs to be a signature, my mother has to sign. But we're working on everything coming back to me because you got to complete all of these different programs. But to be completely honest, like wholeheartedly in my heart, it was the issue that I had with the CPS worker that had my case. I wasn't always nice. I was nasty. I'm not even going to hold you. I was nasty to her. I used to cuss her out. I used to cuss her partner out because I'm like, y'all are here and I take care of my kids. So
Oh, you mean you used to cuss the CPS worker out?
Oh, all the time. I don't care. And I probably, like, the way I feel right now, as immature as it is, if I ran into her in the streets, I probably would do the same thing. I don't like her, because I feel like people take their position and they abuse their power. And they do things. You can do whatever you want to me, but an innocent child should not have to reap any of the repercussions that I should, you know what I'm saying, have to endure. It's a child, and like I had this worker before who. So
are you saying like it's like it was personal?
It was personal because even when my kids were in the courtroom, when the lady, this same CPS worker, gave my son to his father, who is on drugs and all types of crazy stuff going on in his life, I looked at her and I said, "Oh, you think you made the right decision? This was great." And she looked at me and was like, "Yeah, I do." She was really sarcastic because, I mean, sorry.
Caller, hold on, caller. Don't go nowhere. Stay on the phone, caller.
Okay.
Yeah. So, with the CPS, right? CPS workers, just like any other institution, they have this hierarchy. So, if once you get caught in that system, meaning that like if she said something to get your kids taken away, your CPS worker, now she put that in the system, and they're gonna follow that. They're gonna keep continuously following that. I could see you having a beef with her if you thought that's the case, because just like in the correctional facilities, it's the same way. One officer could say something about you, or write you and get you in trouble, put you somewhere and get you in trouble or something like that, and each one will follow suit. So like once you get trapped in that web, it's kind of hard to get out. But cursing them out is
no, that didn't work for me.
It's like it doesn't work. It's like saying you gotta say, "My name is Toby."
But I was so angry at the time, so that was just how I felt. But now if I could go back and redo things,
Toby,
it would have just been
Toby.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, we got a call on the phone. Caller. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Dice.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Dice Dills in the building. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, this is LaShawn. How are you?
Oh, hey, LaShawn James. What's going on in the building? Oh my God.
Hi, Samari.
All right.
I have a question. That's the last topic on, I prefer you and considering that you had to go through that with getting lifted and your kids taken from you. But I have a question, and are you receiving any type of resources? Are you getting help? I know you said something about losing your license and so.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Shay.
Oh,
you
hi.
You said that I'm asking you a question. Are you receiving resources to get your kids back? And are you also, you did say something about losing your job and also losing your license. Are you, receiving help to get yourself back on your feet?
Absolutely. I'm doing everything that they're asking me to do. And in regards to my license, that's going to take a little while because of the simple fact that the assault that's on my record it prevents me from working with children and the elderly, and it states that I cannot work with children or the elderly until my youngest child turns 18.
So you're in that system too. Yeah.
Oh, so you're in two different systems.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's a bunch of resources. If you feed me your information, because there is a women's empowerment conference I do here. So it's a bunch of ladies that I do know in Yonkers, because I'm originally from Yonkers. So maybe I can help you out.
Oh, that would be. I'm all the way open to that. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's dope. That's official
Send your
tissue.
information tonight and just let me know, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay.
That's amazing.
That's what's up. Rari, Samari, I have a question.
Go for it.
You seem like you might know something about that. You know anything about that?
I wish I did know more about like law, I guess.
No, CPS.
I don't really know anything about that. What does
Okay.
that even stand for? I feel like in
Child Protective Services.
Okay.
No, I had another sense. Like I had this other feeling.
I did study political science in college and economics, but in Boston we call it something else. We say like DSS
Right. DSS. That's
Or
Department of-
DCS.
or DCS. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably DCS.
That's so
Okay.
unfortunate, and I really hope that everything works out. You definitely get your
I could
kids
see
back.
I could see Shay tensing up as he was talking, like she was grabbing her fist, and this body language is a lot. People watching. You see, I'm looking over here, and you got to keep in mind that your body language and your body tells a
Well,
story.
that's an emotional subject to talk about. Like,
yeah, it's
that's
definitely
emotional.
emotional.
Yeah.
It's definitely emotional. And I mean, anything could be emotional, but keep in mind of if you was in front of somebody trying to tell a story or trying to deny one, you got to keep in mind of your body language, because it'll give it away.
that's true.
It'll show like, all right, I got you. Now I can get you. I got you. Or,
No, absolutely. I understand what you're saying, but I probably was just doing it just out of a little.
You all
bit.
right?
Yeah, I'm cool. I just don't. You know what it is? I done had so much crazy backlash from my situation. You get people who act like they care, and then you get people who say things because they want to throw shit on. Throw stuff on social media and talk about, oh, go get your kids back. Don't nobody know nothing about the type of mother I am.
But check this out. I mean, when you say with conviction that if you was to see this CPS worker, you would curse her out right now.
If she said the wrong thing to me, I would walk past her, but she couldn't say nothing to me.
But see,
No.
this kind of,
that
I have
energy
a
isn't
feeling.
good.
I have these feelings, right? And it kind of tells me that there's some bad blood between, not because she's doing her job, because maybe she did more than she needed to do, which would upset me. Like sometimes
You
people
gotta
overdo it.
But my thing
Or
is,
even lie.
it's one thing if you did your job and you were doing your job and just that, and you were just doing your job honestly, and you made a mistake. You knew from the bottom to the top that everything you was doing was corrupt. You understand what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
so now, but
and
if you
played
lying,
with me,
if
and
you're
you,
lying, that makes it.
yes, it was
That's a
so
whole
many
different system.
There were so many lies, but my 7-year-old son is
Because
messed up
It's about the
mentally
kids,
behind
right?
this.
At the end of the day, it's about the children.
Yeah, like the stuff that my son has endured because of her decision, and she knew her decision was like, what person in their right mind? You got to sometimes step outside of your title and become a human being. Who will take a child from their grandmother? My mother has worked her whole life. My mother has, not saying anything about anybody having a criminal past, because you don't. Everybody with a criminal past isn't a bad person. Sometimes people just did what they needed to do to take care of their family or whatever they had to do. You don't know what people's situations are.
Right.
But my son's father had absolutely nothing. He had no job, no home. He had
What she's talking about now, she's talking about with CPS, what they was going to give your child
they
to.
gave my son to his father.
To the father.
And his father went into a homeless shelter with him, where you took him from my mother, who had a home that she's been living in for 17 years.
Well, I could just say this about that. Sometimes they use the kid as a tool. I'm not really. I'm just telling like it is. Use a child as a tool to get an apartment faster.
That's exactly what my son's father
so
was
that's
doing.
why he probably had the kid in the shelter.
Amongst the fact that my son is mentally messed up, because the same person who was supposed to be his father was mentally and physically abusing him.
Mm-hmm.
And then they took him from his father after my son cried and begged and pleaded to CPS. I do not want to live with my father. I watched my son do it. with police surrounding him. He's not treating me right, and these people, they did not listen to my son. You understand what I'm saying? So you did that to hurt me, but you hurt me, but he's
suffering from it.
He's
Yeah,
suffering from
the
it.
child is suffering. Keep that in mind, Robbie. You don't have any children yet, do you?
I don't.
Watch who you have kids by. I don't have. Listen, I'm serious. You got to do a screening from these dudes.
What kind of screening should she do?
Screening, get a background check on their family, figure out
what is their family like.
Listen,
what is it? The apple don't fall too far
apple
from the tree.
don't fall too. My son's father's.
Erica's shaking her head over there
What do
too.
you think is
Wait a minute.
What do you
All these
think is
women,
like
I got a lot of women
three
in here
most
right now. They
important
all
things
nodding
you
their
need
head.
to like
Yeah, like you gotta do that.
when you're trying to have kids with a man? Like, what is like the
Make
most
sure
important three
if
things?
he if he doesn't show any sense of being a provider for his family, if he's okay with watching you get up and go to work every day, that ain't somebody you want to have a kid by.
That's true.
If he's okay with his mother taking care of him as a grown man, he's not who you want to be with. He's not who you want to have. If he disrespects his mother and talks to his mother like a piece of shit, that ain't who you want to have a kid by. Because you can't. I dealt with a man who didn't even respect his mother, so why would he respect me?
That's facts.
Mama
That's
love.
facts.
I love you, Mama love. I love you. I love you, Mama love. And what is that? Erica just added something. We got to repeat it. What did you say, Erica?
If the whole family is trashy,
Trash.
or he has a master's degree, trust and believe.
Uh-oh.
Behind them, there is some trashing.
Oh, if the
Absolutely.
family is trashy, then
There is no way.
he's
That's
trashy
true.
too.
His mother was the bottom of the barrel.
Unbelievable. Well, Rari Samari, you don't have any children yet.
Not
You plan on
yet.
having some children?
I do.
Yeah.
Don't.
A little financial advisors.
I want so many children.
Yeah.
I love kids.
Okay.
But when the time is right.
24 years old, Rari Samari is in the building. Aspiring model, financial advisor. Shout out your Instagram again so people can find you.
Rari.
How you spell that?
Rari. So
How you Rari?
RARI _ Samari. SAMARI.
Is that your name, Samari?
My real name's Samari.
That's pretty.
And what's that name? That's from Africa, right?
Thank you. My last name is African.
Okay.
My mom made my name up by like mixing her middle name and her license
What are you,
plate.
Camp Verdean?
No, I'm Nigerian.
You're Nigerian.
So-
Nigerian.
Yeah.
Okay. Rari Samari. From
Shout out to Africa.
Yeah, that's right. You ever been to Africa?
No, it's so expensive,
Sad.
but I do need to go.
Sad. You never been there.
I've never been.
You're
Nigerian
from
men
Boston.
are sneaky.
She's from Boston.
And they're very
She's not
smart
from
and
Africa.
like
She's from Boston. She's never been to Africa. So you're from Boston.
from Boston.
Oh, hello. We got a caller. Caller.
Shout out to Africa.
Okay, turn your phone down, caller.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Get out of here with that nonsense. Calling here, not saying nothing. Anybody got time for that? What's up,
It
Shay?
was probably one of my haters.
Shay, shout out your gram, Shay.
Oh, you could follow me on Instagram at Mrs. Smitty.
Shout out to
Two.
Schmitty.
Yeah, shout out to
the
my
Stony
baby.
Smitty.
Free him.
Mm-hmm.
Free him. Yes, I have a fiance that's incarcerated. He be home soon though.
Yep. That was wrong for that. And Rari Samari, what you smiling at? Rari Samari. We're watching you over here. You see that? You see that? We're looking
All
at
these
you right
different
there.
screens,
Yeah.
I can't keep up.
Yeah, you can't keep up. You better learn to keep up. You're gonna be a model someday. You're gonna be walking. Have you walked the runway? You did. You didn't pull any of those pictures up, huh, Erica?
We need to put something together.
Yes, we need to collaborate on
Yes,
something.
put something
Like
together.
what?
Like I think we should pull together
Rip the
something
runway?
like a runway show with some young
Classic.
Can I tell
girl.
y'all? Can I tell y'all one of my summer plans?
Yeah, tell us.
Which y'all could definitely
Let us hear
come
it.
through.
Let us hear it.
I am trying to throw a photo shoot party. So it's gonna be with like all creative individuals, like artists. But it's like a pop up, but for photography. So you come.
Go ahead.
There will be different photographers there, and people will have to register on Eventbrite. We're thinking about selling tickets for around $50, but you'll be able to work with a bunch of different photographers, get a bunch of pictures. There's going to be wine and stuff. So it's going to be like a pop-up. You come, you get slayed, you network.
Get slayed.
Yeah, you get slayed. Photos hit your angles. But
Shout out to
that's one thing
99.
that I'm trying to do over the summer. So stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram. There's a lot of things planned.
That's
and
super dope. Well, that's super dope. We're gonna get into that. You'll be back, right? Will you be back, Rari?
I would love to come back.
All right, good. You'll be back too, Shay?
Absolutely. I'm trying to come back with the strippers.
Oh, God.
Okay,
oh,
bam.
no. Strippers.
Strippers,
Shout out to the strippers. Hey, well, we got 30 seconds left. I want to thank my guests for coming, for showing up and being here. That's how it goes really quickly. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. Until next time, another episode of No Negative Behavior. Next week, we'll definitely have Mayor Thomas on the show. Shout out Mayor Thomas because he'll be here. Most hated. So he'll be here definitely next week. So tune in to that. And once again, I want to thank my guests for coming. Give them a shout out. Everybody drop a bomb on them and celebrate life.
Thank you.
Hit the music. Look at that.